Okay, so how's it going, Jack Jackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today, I'm going to be going over all the movies and TV I watched this month here in November 2020. This is another month in review, of course, and potentially the last month in review of the year because in December, well, January 1st, I guess, I plan on ranking all 2020 movie releases I've seen from worst to best. I did it last year, so you guys can check that video out and see, like, it's just, I mean, it's basically me just ranking all the 2020 movies I've seen. So I don't really feel the need to do like a month in review. I guess the only thing you'd be missing out on is TV, but also in the month of December, I do plan on doing like a top 10 favorite TV shows of the year. So this probably will be the last month in review until January's month in review. So there won't be one for December, or probably not anyways. But also, before we get into this, I do have some announcements, so bear with me here. I'm going to be doing Vlogmas on my second channel, Jack Vlogs, potentially with my buddy Arkanize. I mean, he might be doing Vlogmas over on his channel, so please make sure to go subscribe to my channel and his channel to see Vlogmas. I don't know if 100% he's doing it, but I am, so I mean, but hopefully he does it too. Crisis on Infinite Vlogs. Hopefully it'll be epic. But I also want to mention that I was on a podcast, the Let's Talk podcast with Phil. It's on Spotify and I believe Anchor and I think Apple Podcasts. I'm not entirely, I think it is. But if I remember, I will try and link stuff in the description or in the pinned comment down below. Please go listen to that podcast. I had a blast with him. Super fun stuff. But anyways, let's actually get into the month in review about all the movies and TV I watched this month. So yeah, let's get started here with the TV first and foremost. I did a ranking video of the Eric Andre seasons. So yeah, Eric Andre I watched this month as season 5 ended. And if you want to hear like more in-depth thoughts, just go check that video out. But it was a pretty fun season. I enjoyed season 5 and the episodes we got. And yeah, I just really enjoy that show. It's honestly one of my favorite shows. And recently I've decided that it is probably in the top 10 favorite TV shows in terms of the ones I've seen. But yeah, I really love the Eric Andre show. It's really great. Then I watched The Amazing Race. The Amazing Race is also just a good show. I really enjoy it. However, this season 32, I don't really like, man. I don't really like anyone on the show except for Hung and Chi. And if you're a fan of the show, you probably, well, I guess this is just me assuming, but I'm assuming you're a fan of Hung and Chi too, because Hung and Chi are just very likable people. And yeah, I just hope they pull through. Then I watched The Mandalorian, which, spoiler warning, I guess, if you've not seen The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian finally introduced Ahsoka in live action, and that was just fucking badass, bro. It was super dope. And yeah, I was really happy when we got to see her in live action. Rosario Dawson, I think, is a good fit for the character. However, I kind of just wish they cast Ashley Eckstein as her, because the voice, I mean, Rosario Dawson definitely is trying to imitate the voice. You can tell. It's not 100% there, but you can tell she's trying to imitate the voice a little. But yeah, I really enjoyed The Mandalorian this month. It's really good. It's a very unique experience. Then another random show I did mention in another month in review, Yellowstone. I finally got around to finishing season 1, and now I'm on to season 2. I actually did see the season 2 premiere. I really enjoy Yellowstone. I just need to find the time to catch up on it. I believe season 3 is now on Peacock, so I can finally watch that. So, I mean, I was probably just going to pirate it anyway, but I guess it just makes me motivated to watch more of the episodes. So yeah, pretty good show so far. I love Westerns, as you guys know. But anyways, let's move on to the actual movies of this month that I got around to see. Not like a bunch, but I think it's around like a dozen or so. So let's just go through these. It's kind of crazy that some of these movies I've seen this month, it feels like such a long time ago. Anyways, first movie I saw this month was Extraction. I missed this, I think, when it came back out in like June. I think it came out in June. I could be wrong. And maybe July, it doesn't matter. But it stars Chris Hemsworth, and it's kind of like his version of John Wick. That's what everyone compares this movie to, which is very weird because, well, it's way worse than John Wick, first of all, and it's just, well, bad in general. So, but it's not like the worst thing ever made. It's just, I don't know, I didn't really care for it. Then I got around to see Borat's subsequent movie film. I was a big fan of the original movie, and I was finally, I finally got to see the second one, and I was happy with what I saw, I guess. It's not perfect. There are a few issues with it, but it's pretty fun overall. Then I saw a really crazy movie, probably one of the weirdest I've seen this year in terms of 2020 releases, and that is Vivarium. This movie is bizarre, but I kind of love it. But I want to like boost my rating for this film. I only gave it a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd, but I really want to go back and rewatch this someday because I kind of like it a lot, but at the same time I don't. It's a very disturbing movie, and I mean I recommend it, but like go in with knowing that it is a weird, freaky movie. Then I saw Uncorked, a Netflix film that I was interested in checking out. I think it came out a while ago, but I was like, I'll check it out because I wanted to see it. Uncorked is the definition of a solid movie. It doesn't do anything spectacular, but it's pretty nice all around. It's enjoyable. I would probably never rewatch this, but it is fine. So yeah, it's nice. It's a decent movie. Then I watched Puka 2018. It's a very random film, but I guess the next movie I watched will make sense in context. But Puka, this movie had some potential here, but it just the execution of it sometimes felt a little off. But there are glimmers of potential thrown into this film that I think could actually be well executed if if people were the right people were involved in the movie. But anyway, it's not a bad movie, but yeah, it is what it is. But my next movie I saw was Puka Lives, which released this year, and well, it's pretty awful. It takes everything all the potential that the first movie had, and kind of sucks it down the drain, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Another bad horror movie I saw was The Turning. However, this is slightly better than Puka Lives. The Turning is regarded as pretty much like one of the worst films of the year. I don't think it's the worst movie of the year, but it is pretty low on the list. However, I kind of find this movie funny, like unironically, or maybe ironically. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's unintentionally funny. I guess that's the word I was looking for. It's unintentionally funny. Finn Wolfhard's character especially comes off as this just weird kid, and it just seems laughable at moments. I mean, it's not like super funny or anything, but it provided a few times where I was like, okay. So it's not like the worst movie ever made. If you just go in expecting this movie to be bad, which I did that, you come out of the movie saying, yeah, that was bad, but was it awful? And that's, all you need in life. Maybe. Then I saw the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, which I believe doesn't come out legally in America until next year. I don't exactly know what month, but it came out in like Canada, I think, early, and I was like, oh, no, 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 that's not okay. So then I went to my local pirating site, and I was like, oh, there it is, in HD quality, and I clicked on it, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm watching this now. It's decent. It's not as good as the first one, but it's better, I guess, than Sponge Out of Water, I think. It's fun. I like it. I know some people were like, I don't like this one, but I'm a huge fan of SpongeBob. It's good. Settle down, guys. Then I watched Ron Howard's newest movie, Hillbilly Elegy, which I was excited to see this. I mean, I'm not like a huge fan of Ron Howard, but I enjoy his creativity as a director enough, and I was excited to see Hillbilly Elegy, and a lot of people hated this movie, and I was very shocked by that. It's good. It's not amazing. It's solid, it is what it is. I'd probably never rewatch it, but do I regret watching it the first time? No. And I recommend checking it out to form your own opinion on it, because I don't know, a lot of people just really didn't like this. Anyway, then I watched Fat Man, which I was excited to see because it looked crazy. It's like a hardcore take on Santa. It's like a dark comedy. Also stars, well, I didn't say who it stars at all, actually. Mel Gibson, Walton Goggins, and it's fun. However, it's not really as crazy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot more colorful, and I don't know, not like colorful as in, like actual color, but just a little more out there. And there are a few scenes and moments that are like, that's a little weird, okay, buddy, but it's still fine. Like, it sometimes feels like a legit, genuine movie, if that makes any sense. But it's a fun watch. I enjoyed it overall. Then probably the biggest movie I missed this month was The New Mutant, or not this month, but it came back in August. But I watched The New Mutants finally. I know, it came out in theaters after, like 2.5 years of it being backlogged and delayed, and it finally came out in 2020. How strange is that? And it came out in theaters, and I was like, dude, I'm not going to the theater to see The New Mutants. So I just waited, and it came out finally on HD quality on the pirating sites, and I was like, all right, I'll watch it. And I saw it, and I was like, yeah, it's good, I guess. I know some people really hated it. I thought it was fine, and yeah, it was fine, I guess. The last movie I saw this month, which I was not expecting to watch this at all, but it was Super Intelligent, starring Melissa McCarthy. It's directed by her husband, Ben Falcone, I think. So it's I wasn't expecting to watch this, but my mom wanted to see it, and I was like, I'll just watch it, I guess. And I saw it, and it's like whatever. It's not bad, but it's not good. There's some cringe in here. Funny enough, James Corden is like one of the main voices. Well, yeah, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But James Corden is in the film, and he's actually not as bad as I thought he was going to be. He's not cringe really. There's a few moments for sure, but like especially in the first half of the film, he actually comes off like oh, this is kind of decent. This doesn't feel like it's James Corden, and I was pleasantly surprised by that because James Corden is a fucking annoying person at times. God, but there are cringe moments in here for sure. I'm not saying this movie is like cringe free. It's mostly cringe, but there is some fun to be had in it. That's all I'm trying to say here. But yeah, that's all the movies and TV I watched this month. Make sure to check out my Jack Vlogs channel. Really mean a lot to check out the vlogs once they come out, vlogging every day till Christmas. And then also check out Arkanize's channel. Even if he doesn't do the vlogs, just check him out. Shout out for Arkanize because he's a cool dude. And then yeah, make sure to check out the Let's Talk podcast. That'd be super dope if you check that out. Give Phil some love. And if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Boop.